One quick message. We are in the last day and hour. Jesus is returning, and if you're not saved, you need to ask him to come into your heart to be saved. You can do this by this simple prayer, by saying this. And the prayer is, Lord, I'm a sinner. I believe you sent your Son to come to this earth, for he died on the cross for my sins. Forgive me, Jesus. Forgive me for my sins. Thank you. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 33. And tonight's reading covers, see here. This is 33. And the title of this story covers Jacob and Esau meet. Doesn't matter how you say it. They meet or they met. So anyway, this is what it says. Starting with 33, verse 1. And it says this. Now Jacob lifted his eyes and looked, and there Esau was coming, and with him was 400 men. So he divided the children among Leah, Rachel, and the two maidservants, and he put the maidservants and their children in front, Leah and their children behind, and Rachel and Joseph last. Then he crossed over before them and bowed himself to the ground 7 times, until he came near to his brother. But Esau ran to meet him and embraced him and fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept. And he lifted his eyes and saw the women and children, and said, Who are these with you? And he said, The children whom God has graciously given your servant. Then the maidservants came near. They and their children bowed down, and Leah also came near with her children, and they bowed down. Afterward Joseph and Rachel came near, and they bowed down. Then Esau said, Who do you mean by all this company which I met? And he said, These are to find favor in the sight of my Lord. But Esau said, I have enough, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself. And Jacob said, No, please, if you have now found favor in your sight, then receive my present. my present from my hand. Inasmuch as I have seen your face, as though I had seen the face of God, and you were pleased with me. Please take my blessing that is brought to you, because God has dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. So he urged him, and he took it. Then Esau said, let us take our journey, let us go, and I will go before you. But Jacob said to him, my lord, now that the children are weak, and the flocks and the herds are nursing, which are nursing, are with me, and if the men should drive them hard one day, all the flocks will die. Please let my lord go on ahead before his servant. I will lead on slowly at a pace which the livestock that go before me, and the children able to endure until I come to my lord, sir. And Esau said, now let me leave with you some of the people with you, not with you, but who are with me. But he said, what need is there? Let me find favor in the sight of my lord. So Esau returned that day, and on his way to Seir. And Jacob journeyed to Succoth, built himself a house, and made both of his livestock. Therefore the name of the place is called Succoth. Then Jacob came safely to the city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan. And he came from Padan Aram, and he pitched his tent before the city, and brought the parcel of the land where he had pitched his tent from the children of Hamar, Shemek's father, for 100 pieces of money. Then he erected an altar there and called it El Elohi Israel.